they think that men would do it more than women. I was thinking the opposite. They were thinking men more than women because men have usually worse diets, drink more beer.
It's the Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast. The rules are gone. The shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Allie.
Welcome to the Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast. Oh my gosh. All right, now you have to take me out of cue.
I am hardcore nerding it up right now on the bridge of the Enterprise from Strange New Worlds.
Oh,
if you're watching this.
Right, on YouTube or Spotify.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Super nerd over here.
You know what happened to me yesterday? Something I didn't think would ever happen to me. Hanging out with our friend Hannah Renna.
Yeah.
And we go to this, it's kind of like a dive bar restaurant. It's called Sit and Bowl. And she pays, which is awesome.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes. So our bill was only $40.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Super cheap. Yeah. I got some buffalo shrimp, and I think she got a grilled cheese and, a couple cocktails, whatever. Well, since she was paying, I said, well, I'll tip. So I had I had a 10 spot in my wallet.
Yeah.
I put the 10 down. That's over 20%. This bitch puts down another 10.
Wow, that's really nice.
It is very nice. And I thought, I have done this before to other people, but this just got done to me. I can't believe
That's really nice.
It felt weird because then I thought, she thinks I'm not tipping enough, obviously.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking that.
That's why you do it.
I was thinking that her law practice is doing rather well and she was able to extra pitch in.
Oh, no. I think that she absolutely was like, $10, that's it? So the girl got a nice tip off of a $40 bill.
Out of a $40 bill, that is a 90% tip.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I know.
That's pretty good.
Now, do you want to read our text messages?
Oh, my God, yeah, because I don't know how long my voice is going to hold for the podcast for whatever reason, and we talked about this on the show. For whatever reason, I was fine all weekend, and then all of a sudden, my voice started to have a strain driving from my home to work today. Mm-hmm. It's really weird.
I can't remember if this started on the air. I think so. I think this started as like kind of it was one of the last breaks of the show, and it spawned in me something that I asked Scott, and I said, we're going to do some research on this. I am trying to prove a point to Scott that we as adults have crapped our pants more often than we like to admit. And he's like, no way. So of course I asked Scott, have you crapped your pants in the past 6 months?
No.
And that is shocking. Shocking. Because, well...
Why is that shocking? I am an adult, and I've also not had a gastrointestinal issue in some time.
Maybe you have a tight sphincter. I don't know.
Well, that too.
So I mean,
you make it sound like people going around just shitting their pants on the regular.
Oh, you just wait till you hear the text messages that I got.
Oh, my God.
So I started...
How are we doing this? Are we mentioning the people that are in this? Because I said
That's
that
up to you.
I was going to keep my people anonymous. But then there are a couple that I'm going to have to give a shout out to.
Okay. So
Not a shout out, a shout out.
Well, I started my text message like this. I'm trying to prove a point to Scott. Have you shat yourself within the past 6 months? By the way, I'm asking 5 friends because I wanted them to know it wasn't just them that I was pointing out. So between the lesbians, one said, yup. The other one said, I haven't, that I can recall. And then it came to me going, really? And then they said, I want the poll results. So here's the results as they stand. Who do you want to go first, me or you?
You go first. I want to hear how you rank these.
Okay. So first, let me go back to one of my college best friends. And as I go to text her that exact same thing, I'm trying to prove a point to Scott. Have you shat yourself within the 5 months? Jeez. I forgot that the last meme that she sent me was Ryan Gosling that says, trust my gut. The same gut that shit my pants last week? Yeah, I don't think so. So, what was her answer on has she shat herself within the past 6 months? She goes, yes. Ironically, I lightly sharted while grabbing angel tree names from the Christmas tree at Walmart.
Lightly shart. Oh my God, you sharted in Walmart. Oh my God.
while grabbing Christmas tree names. And then she goes, I also had two
What's a
different...
Christmas tree name?
You know when you're adopting a family to buy Christmas gifts for?
That's when you shit your pants? Yes. Oh my God.
And she goes, I also had two different friends text me the same day a couple weeks ago who both separately shat themselves.
I can't believe this. Let me ask you a question.
Wait, hold on. One more line. I'm flattered to be the recipient of such news. Okay, now ask your question.
When you shart yourself in Walmart
You
and
just
you
go
are
get new panties.
And, do you buy new panties? Do you immediately leave the store going, I'll come back and pick a name shortly? Like, what do you do?
In that situation, I think I would. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I would go. This is such a great question. I would go get some panties, and then I would. Oh, my hair tie just broke. I would go.
Jesus.
I would go get some panties.
Yeah.
Then I would go into the bathroom and I would put on my new panties.
Wait a minute. I've got another process that I have to ask would it happen.
Okay.
Would you go get the new panties, go through the checkout so they know you're not stealing, and then go into the restroom?
No, I would go.
Because think of the way Walmart's laid out.
I know, but that's why I would go get the new panties, go check out. Yeah.
Okay, because now you're making sure they know you're not lifting panties.
Right. So I would check out just the panties and then go in the bathroom.
Yep.
And then I would clean myself up what I could and put on the new underwear.
Okay.
And I might even have to buy a new pair of pants. And then
no, that's a heavy duty.
I would go back.
Heavy duty doo-doo.
Then I would go back to the Christmas tree, go get the name, go get the gifts.
And then go from there.
Yes.
That's a sound plan. Because if you were to detour checkout, you don't want a security guard coming in there and going, ma'am, I see you bought a 3-pack. What is happening here?
Or I wouldn't. Also, if I had the gifts in my hand from the angel tree, you can't take those in the bathroom.
No, you got to put those somewhere.
And then you have to tell the security I sharted, which is why I'm holding these gifts.
You take them up to customer service. Hey, listen, I just shit my pants. I'm going to pay for these in a minute. I got to go put a new pair on. All right. Yet another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you instantly dispose of the sharded underwear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's no bringing that home to wash it out.
No bringing that home. And also, I think that if you're in that situation, that you might have to throw away your pants too.
Yes. Again, it depends on how heavy duty of a duty it is.
And then she says, almost all of my good friends have slightly sharted or full on shat themselves. The ones who haven't are just withholding information.
Are they? Or do you have a real problem with your back end?
I agree with her. I feel like I'm going to prove it today. So now go ahead with one of yours, and then I'll go to my next person.
All right, mine, and hang on, I got to open it back up again. So I started out, I said this, and I wanted to warn everybody because there's people in here that normally don't talk to each other, not in a bad way. They just aren't on the same circle.
You did one full group message?
Yes, you did yours individually.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did. Okay, so like the lesbians, I texted them together. My two girlfriends that I went on vacation with recently, I texted them together. Everyone else was separate.
Oh, I thought this was supposed to be in a group because this explains why some people reacted the way they did. I said, this isn't a group message for efficiency, LOL. Allie has tasked me to text 5 friends and find out if they have pooped their pants in the past 6 months in any way, shape, or form. No shame here. She just wants to use the results on the podcast, and I'll keep it anonymous. But yes, this is a question I have to ask. So I text, and I won't mention the name, I text our contractor.
Oh, yes. Oh, I bet you he's totally like pooped on the job.
Response, luckily, no.
Stop it. You're a liar.
No, I'm telling you what they said. Okay. My significant other, I don't poop anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different issue.
Then my best friend's wife can't say that I have, but she enjoyed it with smiley crying faces.
Okay, yeah.
And I said, this is where I jump back in. All for the damn podcast, LOL. I can't wait for Terry's response because I had to include Terry. Terry's response. I fart 300 times a day. I'm positive they all are not clean. LMAO. His wife responds back, 3 giant laughing, crying emoji faces. And she writes back, this is exactly why I don't do his laundry. And then...
Oh!
Yes.
That's great.
And then our contractor, again, is laughing, crying at this point. So those are the results. No one officially confirmed, mostly denials, except my best friend did come the closest to a roundabout admission based on his level of flatulence.
Now, I had a one-on-one conversation with somebody about this, and they said they think that men would do it more than women. I was thinking the opposite. They were thinking men more than women because men have usually worse diets, drink more beer. And I was...
The conversation you were having was with me. I was telling you...
No, it wasn't you that
You
said this.
took this information because I told you that although men have a tendency to pass more often, women are actually the ones that are deadlier with stinking up a room. That's science, my friends.
Okay, yes, you said that, but then I said to the person I was talking to, I said to him, but wait a second, women have healthier diets, which can lead to needing to go to the potty. So now, back to this.
By the way, those are all my results. I'm quite proud.
Oh, mine are, I've got way more. So first, I put this to my 2 friends that I went on vacation with. My one girlfriend says, I don't think I've shat myself ever. The other responds with,
That a girl.
Really?
Oh my God.
Like,
Which of these people, you know how women after they have babies, get them to get a good laugh and they'll tell you, I just peed myself a little bit.
yeah.
Does the same happen to the back door? Because the lesbians don't have kids. That we pretty well know.
Yes, she does.
Well, did she birth them herself or adopt?
Yeah, birthed them herself.
Okay. Is she the shitter
She
then?
wasn't a lesbian her whole life.
Okay, that's another whole conversation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
All right. But so she was the one that birthed the kids. Did that affect her back door?
No, she's the one that did. She said she has not.
She's not the one that had kids.
Oh no. The one that had kids did not poop herself.
Okay.
Okay.
Then that is blowing that theory right up like a bathroom.
So this goes on. Seriously, Alicia, they call me Alicia. Seriously, Alicia, what point are you trying to prove that people do it often or that people don't? I said that people poop their pants more often than they admit. And let's see. And she goes, and Scott didn't think so?
No.
Okay. So then we go on to this. My one girlfriend says, so I have, and it was recently, my husband and the kids will come out to the car if I take too long to get out because I'm usually listening to a book and I like to finish a chapter. So he came out and I'm like, no, stop. I tooted and it became more. Oh. So this sounds like a Scott question if I've ever heard one. My other girlfriend responds, were you still trying to finish the chapter with pooping your pants?
That is a Scott question. Well done.
She goes, no, I just couldn't move at that point.
Oh, yeah, because, well, if you move and you're trying to listen to even the finishing of a sentence, you will know if it's happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And that becomes uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly.
I make it sound like I know. I've never pooped myself.
Never?
Not since I've been out of diapers.
You're lying.
No, I am not lying to you.
Wait, okay, I might have one more. Hold on a second. Oh, gosh.
And I'm sorry, I do not buy into the thought process that everyone has done it, and as possibly as recently in the past 6 months.
So my one
with
girlfriend,
no illness related.
My one girlfriend, this was her response. She says, "Fortunately, I have not." And she wanted to know, is this a usual occurrence? And she said, how about trying to keep things out of your back door?
I can't guarantee that's what caused it. I mean, usually everything like that is sort of like a rubber band, doesn't it? Kind of go back to the way it's supposed to go. I don't know either, but...
So anyway, I feel like the consensus on my end was lots of occurrences of it.
I think you are about 50-50.
Okay. But
I
feel
want to
like,
know the lifestyle these people have led that they willy-nilly are shatting themselves.
do you want to know something crazy? The two who freely admitted it, both nurses.
What is happening that's causing that? Are you holding it too long? I mean, I've held one for a while.
I said to them, what happens is I am over here trusting farts that I shouldn't, I guess. It literally comes as a surprise. A literal surprise.
It is slightly alarming to me. I'm not going to lie to you. I am alarmed for your physical well-being. I mean, I know a pelvic floor, but I don't know a colon floor. Does it have a
pelvic
floor?
floor?
I've heard of, women that have to get some work done on the pelvic floor so they don't just
of it
randomly pee themselves. But that's the front door. I'm talking about the back door. Does the colon have like a trap door, something that needs to be worked on?
I don't know. Like, yeah, right? Do I need to be doing
or
some
are you
butthole
just shitting
exercise?
liquid so much in your life that you got no choice?
Wait.
It can hold back a good log, but it can't do anything with a liquid?
Do you remember? We have that one nurse friend who's the colon nurse. Do you remember?
Somebody needs to ask her what causes people, not in an elderly age. I'm talking
I'm in my 40s.
Still relatively prime age.
Yes,
to just
yes.
randomly have it where, hey, I'm within a 6-month window. Watch out! I could just shit myself in front of you.
Do you think it's because I eat lots of odd foods?
Well, look, I mean,
and first of all, I'm not doing it like weekly. I'm just saying, has it happened within the past 6 months? Yes.
But then my question comes up, and I hate to ask this question.
I love
most
it.
of your poops liquid, or are most of them? I mean, don't you just have a good solid stool? This is such a weird podcast.
Without going into it too much further, no, it's
Why not? We're all the way in at this point.
It's not. No, it's not Liquid Town. No.
Okay, so more often than not, you are passing. I mean, let's say something that would be regarded as normal healthy.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm really worried. I would really be worried. Like, I would be like, maybe you should schedule a doctor's appointment if all you were doing was like peeing out your butt.
You're right. Right. No, that's not the case.
Okay.
Also, you have not even commented on my sweater today.
Wow. That is actually not an ugly Christmas sweater. It is very festive for the season. For those that don't know, if you're not watching this, you've got like this nice bow on. It's actually a nice sweater.
I got it at an estate sale, and I've been trying to get good use out of it. And you know what Sonia said? She goes, "You look like you're ready for your 5th grade school picture."
You do. No, you look like a 5th grade teacher.
Oh, yeah.
When I went to school. But it's not there are ugly Christmas sweaters. That is not an ugly Christmas sweater. That is a festive Christmas sweater.
Thank you.
You honestly look like that was part of the possible wardrobe change that Elaine, when she was in Christmas Vacation, remember Julia Louis-Dreyfus would have worn Margot in Christmas Vacation. I just covered like 3 of her characters.
I love that.
Yeah, but it looks like they would have tested
also,
that outfit.
the Veep and Veep.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. They would have tested that sweater in Christmas Vacation to see, would it have worked circa 1989?
Yes. Oh, I wanted to mention this too. We talked about this on the show. And so I was going to go see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in the theater on Saturday.
Yeah.
I ended up not doing that. I ended up going and hanging out with somebody else instead and just bebopping around Ithaca. Well, those friends that I was going to go to that movie with, they came to my house later that evening and they said 2 things. Number one, that it is better in the theater.
Oh, it is. It's a great movie to see at least once in the theater.
And then they said every time you watch it, you hear different lines that you didn't hear before.
Oh, yeah.
That you miss. And then he goes, I also was laughing so hard because his wife, which is my friend Donna, his wife, she knew the lines that were coming up. It's kind of like how you especially know a lot of the lines. So she's pre-laughing to what's about to happen.
Oh God, yes.
Yes. So he goes, I'm laughing at her laughing.
And if you're lucky enough to get a kid interested enough to go with you of a certain age, and they're arguably probably between 11 and 14, because before that, it's not going to interest them.
Right.
And because the pacing of it, they just won't be able to get it. They want not demon hunters. Or if they're older than that, they're already in a totally different realm of their own life. You have like between 11 and 14 to take them to see it and be like, now listen, this was a classic back in my day.
Yep.
And you're going to understand anytime somebody says, where are you going to put something that big? You have to respond with,
bend over and I'll show you.
You have to. And if you've seen the movie and you're of the age, you get it and you will laugh at it no matter what it is.
And I know we've talked about this on the show. There are those movies that you need to introduce to your children. And Gavin is now prime for this.
I'm pretty sure we introduced him to it 2 years ago, a year or two ago.
Well, then
he may not remember it as much, but yeah.
But I think now, because that was the age where my parents had us watching A Christmas Story every single year. And now I feel like you should take Gavin to the theater to experience it that way while he can, because who knows if it will ever come back in the theater ever again.
I'm wondering, though, because, I mean, now we're looking at, what, the 30th anniversary of this? Is that what it is?
I think 89. Yeah, it came out in 89.
I don't know. I feel like theaters, specifically, you don't have to do it every theater, but I think when I mean every theater, let's say you're in a theater that has 10 or more screens. I'm not saying you have to take up more than 1 or 2 screens. And honestly, I would do the classics. And when I say classics, I don't mean It's a Wonderful Life. That's going to be on NBC. You don't need to sit through that in the theater. But I think they should do A Christmas Story, Elf, maybe National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think there's a few more you could put in and do it for a week or two, limited engagement, and you can change them up. You could be, they do this a lot in the summertime where they'll bring classics back and they're dirt cheap to take the family to go see in the summer. It's like, oh, get me out of the heat. It's something to do. And you'll see some of these. It's for me, I look at it like, it's exposure for the movie again, because sure, it's on TBS. Sure, you can stream it. There's just something about it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like just creating core memories for you and Gavin, and eventually Lydia too. But right now, this is the time to do it with Gavin. Because I was talking to somebody and they were, when you had your Christmas tradition, it used to be you would go cut a Christmas tree down with the fam, like you and Betty and Lee would go cut the Christmas tree down. We
would not cut it, but one of my vivid memories is going to pick out the real tree with my parents year after year.
So I was saying to this person that, he would cut the Christmas tree down with his dad and then take the picture. And he's like, oh my gosh, I kind of hated it. It's like, all right, here we are. Snap, snap, snap. I said, but then it comes back and you appreciate that memory. Because we did the same thing. My mom's friend had a Christmas tree farm. We went, and who do you think cut the tree down?
She did.
Gail, not Mark.
Of course.
Not Mark, Gail. So here's my mom.
Chainsaw or by hand?
By hand. Here she is underneath.
Wow.
And
your mom's a beast.
Totally. Which is ironic because I was saying she's only 5'2". She's small.
Yeah, but she's got forearms like a Russian pipe welder.
That's right. But I still think like even if Gavin might not like be super into something, like even when we were packing for the Arctic League, I was wondering like, is Gavin really into this? But
he got very into that when we were doing the packing. We were at to describe it to people, we were in the supply chain. The very front middle is where they pack all the bags for the kids. We are the ones in charge of restocking so they can grab and go, so to speak. So he was talking to the lady that was putting the backpacks in these bags, and they were like coordinating together. He totally got into it.
Well, that even if like, let's say for instance that he was kind of like, oh, do I have to, Dad? Whether it's cutting a Christmas tree down or packing or whatever, I think no matter what, as soon as he gets into his 20s and his 30s, that he would say, oh my gosh, that was that core memory. I'm so glad my dad took me to do that.
I think maybe he will one day. Gavin has a really good memory on a lot of stuff.
But that's why I'm saying now's the time to take him to the theater to see some of those Christmas classics when he has the chance.
Sure.
Anyway.
I'm going to have to make a bet with him on something, or I'll have to make a deal with him. I'll be like, you're going to come watch Christmas Vacation with me, but then I will go and take you to Zootopia 2 and Five Nights at Freddy 2.
There you
see
go.
how this deal's going to work?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. But we do have to go to a meeting, so we have to wrap up.
I want to know how your friend became a lesbian.
Oh.
I mean,
well, she saw a pair of boobs.
It's weird.
No,
I mean, I know how I became a lesbian. It started about 13.
All I could say this is her story to tell, but she was with a man.
Well, yes, because you said she has a kid. Two
kids. Yeah. And they're adults now. And so then I think, she probably knew she was a lesbian then, but maybe it was an era of pushing it down. I can't say that for sure. I don't know if I've ever asked her that question. But then she became a lesbian, and then typical lesbian, 13 dogs, went on one date with her girlfriend, who's now her wife, and they moved in like a week later.
Wow.
And that is your initiation into lesbianism.
That's how it works.
That's exactly how it works. Right. That's how they manufacture lesbians out of the plant.
Oh, out of the plant.
Jeez. You see, wait, really quick.
Yeah.
I have to ask this. Who was the first female that you saw, whether it was like TV screen or something, that you were like, oh, hubba hubba?
It was the movie Police Academy in the original 1980s. It was the shower scene. I was at the movie theater, snuck into the movie at like, let's see, 1980. I'd have been like 11 or 12. God, my 11-year-old does not live like I did when I was 11.
Sneaking into
Far
movies.
more innocent. Snuck in. We bought a ticket for that. Police Academy, that movie was R-rated, and there was the shower scene where there were boobs.
And you saw boobs in that?
I saw boobs. That's my first sighting of boobs.
It's the same I bet you it's the same for my lesbian friends. I'm sure what it was, I'm just going to call it out. I'm sure Shelby saw a Joan Jett music video, and all of a sudden she's like, give me that. I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, but Joan Jett wasn't totally topless. But
I think there's still something about that, like when you see boobs, or if you see a female and you go, I want that.
Or is it actually not in the visual realm, and it's she emotionally gets me more than my husband did?
Oh gosh, no, Shelby's like a boy.
Okay, not that I'm trying to be like...
She probably thinks about sex more than you do.
Not that I'm trying to stereotype, but isn't that the way it works with at least one in the lesbian couple?
No, not always, because then sometimes you get two lipsticks together.
Oh,
I know. And then you're fighting over the bathroom. Who wants to fight over the bathroom?
Yeah, really.
Honestly. That's what I love about being in heterosexual relationships is I never having to fight over the bathroom.
No, but you will always be the one cleaning it.
No.
Well,
no.
to your standard, yes.
Oh, yes. For me. Yes. Because I like things a certain way.
Exactly.
Okay, yes. And that's the same with the laundry, too. I will always be the one folding the laundry because you have to fold the...
It's your standard. I get it. I get it.
Yes. But
there is just a myriad of questions that could go from here, but we won't necessarily have time now, so...
I know. We got to get to this meeting. We have to be there in 1 minute.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Allie Not For Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.